Okay, let's look at average rate of change of functions. So if you remember from Algebra 1, rate of change means slope. But only lines, like y equals mx plus b, lines, have a slope. However, we can find what's called the average rate of change, the average slope, on any curve between 2 points. So right here, I have one dot and another dot, and we have formed a line between them to help us find the average rate of change, or the slope of that function between those 2 points. Okay, so let's find the average rate of change between the given points on these functions. But first, before we do that, just make sure you remember that slope m equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So if I go to my first problem, they give me x1 and x2, but I don't know y1 or y2. So to find them, we have to plug in the x's that we are given and find the y's that go with them. So let's do that. So if I want to find y1, I need to do f of x1, which is the same thing as f of 0. If you plug a 0 in right here, 3 times 0 is 0, plus 8 more is 8. For x2, f of x2, you're plugging in f of 3. So now I have a 3. 3 times a 3 is a 0, plus 18, or plus 8 is 17. Now I can do my slope formula. M equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. In our case, it's going to be 17 minus 8 over 3 minus 0. 17 minus 8 is 9. 3 minus 0 is 3. 9 divided by 3 is 3. And we absolutely should have got the answer of 3 because this is a linear function and its slope is 3. So my average rate of change between any points should be 3. Let's try the next one. First, we're going to have to do what we just did and find my y1 and y2. So f of x1 equals f of 1, and then you plug those in. Negative parentheses cubed plus 6 times parentheses squared plus parentheses. In those parentheses, in this case, I'm plugging in a 1. 1 cubed is 1, and then you make it negative, plus 6 times 1 squared is 1. 6 times 1 is just 6, plus 1. These undo each other, and so the answer here is 6. So y1 equals 6. F of x2 is going to equal f of 6. Again, negative something cubed times, or plus 6 times something squared plus something. This something we're plugging in is 6. And I know you want to grab a calculator, but don't. Just watch. 6 cubed is something, but whatever it is, it's negative out front. And then right here, 6 squared times another 6 is a positive 6 cubed plus 6. These undo each other, so you get 6. So y2 equals 6. And now we can do our slope formula. M equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. 6 minus 6 over 6 minus 1. 0 over 5. 0 in the numerator of a fraction is okay. You can always do 0 divided by anything, but 0 divided by anything is always 0. So even though this is a cubic function that looks something like this, the average rate of change, in theory, between the points like here and here is nothing.